What's up, buddy, man? It's the Bronco at the Frog coming at you with another reaction video. Got us a video from the Retro Root. Go subscribe to that, man. Go to his channel. Before you watch this video, we have Ancelotti's. Before this season start, got us a little preview. Ancelotti's Real Madrid, the new Galácticos. Hopefully, well, Real Madrid fans go hope they don't end up like the Galácticos, but the Galácticos didn't do enough winning for their liking with the type of talent that they had. I seen David Beckham's documentary, so they go hope that they do a little bit more winning with their new Galácticos of Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Kylian Mbappe. Let's see what go down. Y'all know why I looked in the camera. Don't y'all dare try to include that other dude inside this new Galácticos.
Seriously. It's not normal what they're doing now.
Oh yeah, got us a good video.
I must say it's a team of stars who look more a team of friends.
Yup. Power of friendship.
Real Madrid is a miracle club. Crazy things happen here.
How do they always find a way?
Always. It's just that aura that they have, man. And you already know I hate this damn club. Madrid. Hate that damn anthem too. Retro Root. Go subscribe to him, like I said.
Big names, busy summers, and broken records are nothing new for Real Madrid, a club who twice already this century have splashed the cash to assemble a Real Madrid. A club who
Look at that boy's swag, bro. Look at Marcelo, bro. What do you got on, fool? This boy has on a saggy. This that 2010 swag. You know, I can't even blame it. This was how they dressed in early 2010. Swag was kind of questionable. This man has a saggy ass V-neck with a loose ass blazer, which. Look, Sergio Ramos got on a damn sweater vest. Oh man, bro, no swag.
twice already this century
ain't got
have
no
splashed the
swag.
cash to assemble a dream team of world-class stars. This attempt, almost 2 decades after their first, may, however, be the best of the bunch.
Galácticos.
Back at the turn of the millennium, just after Florentino Perez was appointed as president, a policy was introduced which centered around spending a lot on high-profile world beaters and building a team to dominate Europe. From the year 2000, Real brought in a new marquee name every summer for 6 years straight, investing over 250 million euros in what was to be known as the first era of the Galácticos. Despite early success, the project was deemed a failure, ultimately due to their poor Champions League record, and Perez stepped down, having come under fire for not balancing the team, obsessing on popular attacking players for greater commercial reward. 3 years later, he returned to try again, and this time he was far more fortunate. Bringing in Cristiano Ronaldo and Kaká.
That changed his life. Y'all seen that meme? We changed this broke nigga life. That boy Naldo changed Perez's life. That boy stepped down in shame. He brought all these big names and they ain't had no Champions League success like they wanted to. Then Naldo came along and changed that man's life.
Kicked off the second era, which stretched across a decade, welcoming multiple Galácticos per year until finding the formula in 2014, which won La Decima, their 10th European Cup. This group then famously three-peated the Champions League with Zidane in charge, finally achieving the president's aim. And in the wake of their third, Ronaldo's departure from the Spanish capital marks the end of the second Galácticos. That was 6 years ago, in which time Los Blancos have transitioned from one generation to the next.
Bro, you gotta stop. Bro, stop this nonsense, bro. Oh my mama, I oughta end this video right now, Retro Root, for goddamn disrespecting Nardo like that. And I ain't even no big Nardo fan. You really go. Bro, y'all gotta stop with this dude here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop with this dude right here, man.
The next, and their most recent triumph in Europe is an indicator of just how well they've managed it. No Benzema up top. They were now relying on goals from two converted wingers. No Casemiro in the middle of the park. Real have a multi-tool midfielder and a left-back turn 6 to protect the back line. And no Isco or Hazard to roam in the danger zone. The Great White Shark now has a formidable number 10 to drift, create, and punish.
Boy, Jude had him a great first. Look at that boy. Mwah.
Skipper Nacho Fernandez and the beloved Toni Kroos wore the white for the last
time.
Yeah,
he retired.
So this is truly the next era.
Next generation.
And with what's happened this summer, it could be the strongest.
I heard that music.
Incomparable history.
I heard the music. God, why is this even able to happen?
It's now official. French striker Kylian Mbappe has signed a 5-season deal with Real Madrid.
We have known it's happening for quite some time. Kylian Mbappe has been linked so many times to Real Madrid, but now the Spanish champions.
It finally happened after all the drama.
A new Galáctico, and Mbappe is heading to Madrid.
Uno, dos, tres, a la Madrid!
This move brings a 7-year transfer saga to an end, as for the past few years, Real Madrid have desperately pursued the Frenchman, offering sums in excess of 100 million euros, but to no avail. Instead, Mbappe saw out his PSG contract and joined Madrid on a free, tying him to the Bernabeu for 5 seasons.
And he went over there for, I know that hurt for PSG, he went over there for free.
The 25-year-old is modern football's true Galáctico, the biggest brand in the continent and the game's most marketable.
Bron James!
15 brand in the continent and the game's most.
Shout out Bron and them. They finna get that Olympic gold medal. By the time of this recording, it is August 10th, the second and last day of the Olympics. United States of America versus Kylian Mbappe's home country, France, where Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert and shit. Bron James finna lead United States of America to another gold medal.
Most marketable figure. The salaried 15 million euros will be recouped easily through shirt sales and sponsorship deals.
He only getting 15 a year?
Mentioning the real reason they bought him.
Well, it is a lot of stars on there, to be fair.
Kylian Mbappe is a generational talent and a bona fide superstar who since the age of 18 has been
too bad he couldn't do it in
the
Euros.
Biggest attacking threat on the planet. With his direct approach and roadrunner speed, there isn't a defender alive the Parisian
That's the perfect way to describe him.
And adding in his quick feet and agility, this is an anomaly of a player who has grown game by game, refining his natural qualities and learning from his seniors. Sharing the pitch with Griezmann, he learned about vision and develops his creative mind.
Okay.
Mbappe's curling ball.
His time beside Neymar taught him how to beat a man, combining skill with athleticism. And minutes off Benzema's shoulder showed him how to act as a centre forward, slipping between the lines and finishing chances. Since his 2017 emergence, it's been enticing to imagine him sporting the all-white. And though it's taken time, the aura of the club crest has once again worked its magic. Madrid have all...
I know a lot of y'all say it's not gonna work, bro. I just don't see how it doesn't. Y'all say ego this, ego that, bro. This is Real Madrid, bro.
Always been the ultimate, coming with which is a deserved arrogance. So welcoming a man who has never shied away from the grandest stage, but is instead activated by it, makes it a Galáctico match made in heaven or hell, depending on your perspective. See, with this addition, it pushes Real up a level, and they're already better than everyone else, so this is Perez's proclamation to reign over Europe once again. When he's tried before, it's not worked as expected, as the balance was off and the foundation's weak. But this group doesn't have those qualms.
Because they friends.
Starting at the bottom,
the power of friendship.
They've got a world-class shot stopper who turns up in key games, almost sealing their number 14 on his own.
Don't show me again.
And his reserve Lunin is also
that Liverpool game. Don't show me that save again.
And his reserve Lunin is also a fantastic backup, stepping in for Courtois earlier.
Lunin was such a dog that people was mad that they started Courtois in the final over him.
From the criminally underrated Ferland Mendy at left-back to a 32-year-old Danny Carvajal in the other corner, who's just had his most rewarding summer yet, even in their understated positions, Madrid have game winners.
Not in the final. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Anthony Rudiger are well acquainted by now and harmonise with each other. The Brazilian bringing speed and versatility to complement the Berliner, who at 6'3" adds a physicality as the aggressor channeling the spirit of Ramos.
Black German dude, man.
With academy graduate Fran Garcia on call with the experienced David Alaba, their depth at the base
finally coming back from
them
injury?
to properly compete in all three competitions. Shielding them is Eduardo Camavinga, a mobile
the man who can play every single position you need him to, man. Y'all be seeing the Camavinga memes.
Camavinga, a mobile tough tackler who can also do a job on either flank, but much like his compatriot Aurelien Tchouaméni, mainly exists to afford time to his midfield partners.
Y'all remember that Beezy he hit in the World Cup against England?
Federico Valverde, the unsung hero of Los Blancos, who appeared more than any Madridista last season, but has managed to avoid superstardom, which is down to the fact that he's hard to pin down. Across 5 years, the Uruguayan's adaptability has enabled him to plug holes and fill in where needed. But whether that's been on the wing, as the 10, or in a deep role, he's aced it. The coach loves him as the all-rounded workhorse, slap bang in the middle of the pitch, who crunches into tackles with no fear.
Damn, he got D too? I don't think I ever reacted to Valverde's singularity.
Some are calling him the reincarnation of Gerrard. Now with the captain's armband, Luka Modric just extended his stay in the capital by another year. And even though he won't play as much due to the formation change and the fact he'll turn 39 this September, his
same age as
influence on
LeBron,
the
older than
ilk
Luka
of
Modric.
midfielders is huge.
Bro, LeBron is older than Luka Modric, and he's still out here on the big stage, starting for Team USA in the Olympics to lead us to that gold medal again, man. Shout out LeBron James.
Being able to train with an all-time great will be invaluable for the likes of Arda Güler, the Turkish teen who flaunted his gifts across the back end of last season.
Y'all seen what he did in the Euros.
Averaging a goal every 55 minutes to break a club record. With the wonderful Euros as well, Güler's profile and value shot up, living up to his hype as one of the world's elite youngsters. The 19-year-old's contribution will most likely be limited because of Real's other playmaker. Jude Bellingham has been football's man of the year in many ways.
So, he could win Ballon d'Or.
Season, having amassed 19 goals as a La Liga debutant, those numbers for a midfielder are crazy enough.
Bro, that first
but when a lot of them
half
have
of the
come
season,
in either El Clásicos or late clutch
bro.
moments, it gets crazier. So when you realise most of this was all done while he was just 20 years old.
Bro, he was that. Whoa.
While he was just 20.
That boy only 20? I thought he was like 22, 23.
Years old. It becomes absurd. It's more than the numbers though. The Englishman carries himself like he's been doing it at this level for a decade.
Real.
And looking at how complete his game already is, it makes sense.
I was gonna say, bro, I thought he was like 22, 23. That boy is 20. He was born in 2004. Or 2003. He could be finna turn 21.
6'1", broad, even without the shoulder pads, and technical, he has it all. Able to slow the pace of the game or speed it up whenever he fancies.
I hate them England
so when
kids.
people dare to draw parallels, it's hard to argue. If Rudiger's Ramos and Güler's Özil, then Bellingham has to be Zizou.
Ain't it a match made in heaven? Cause ain't Mesut Ozil Turkish too? So they both Turkish and they match player wise.
If Rudiger's Ramos and Güler's Özil, then Bellingham has to be Zizou. The duo ahead of him were a bit of a surprise in their own right.
Yeah, people doubted
Not many would have expected Rodrigo's rise to go as it has. An 11, with all the typical traits from pace to trickery, should find it harder than he has to adjust to a central role. But with the Italian's faith, he's made a fine partner to his fellow countrymen. Vinicius Jr. is clearly the world's #1 winger.
Ballon d'Or!
His natural pace with the daring skills that
Give
on
him
his
his
day
Ballon d'Or!
make him the game's best entertainer. Across the board, he's become a far more effective attacker who makes critical choices in the final third and stays composed in the box. A fullback's worst nightmare, his assertive way at running at defenders, cutting past them and opening up space is standard for Vinny. Yet this year he's ascended an echelon, shouldering scoring duties and delivering.
É uma evolução fantástica que ele está tendo e eu acho que chegou o momento dele. Ele foi extremamente determinante esse ano pro Real Madrid. Para mim, hoje é o melhor jogador do mundo.
Best player in the world, Ballon
He
d'Or.
and the five were standouts last year, finding instant chemistry with the Brazilians splitting so Bellingham could slot in as a false nine. And given his stats, this will most likely be his role this season. Mbappe's arrival does raise a few questions.
Now, how will he fit?
Firstly, on the formation. Strikerless Madrid operated on a diamond at first, but switched to a 4-3-3 when the Englishman proved what he could do.
Okay.
So whether they'll opt for a 4-2-3-1...
4-2-3-1 rocking out. Y'all think that'll work for Madrid?
With a double pivot that Bellingham can drop into, or keep things as is and just swap out Rodrigo for Mbappe is...
Does Mbappe like playing down the right wing though? I feel like you gotta cater to Mbappe's needs. Now, Vinicius was the best player in the world last year, but Mbappe, why the frick is Reece James in this picture? Alphonso Davies, this ain't confirmed either. Oh, it say if rumors are true. Boy, hey. Anyway, I would prefer to put Mbappe as in his preferred role. Preferred side, but you can't give Vinicius out there left wing, especially since he finna win Ballon d'Or. So, like I say, they got some decisions to make.
Is up to the manager. Ultimately, he has the personnel on standby to suit whichever system he fancies, so it doesn't matter.
I think he overrated.
But the next point could pose more of a problem.
Ego battle. This is what y'all be talking about.
Real now have a squad worth in excess of €1 billion.
Damn.
So it's likely self-esteem is through the roof right now. Adding an ego like Mbappe's will only heighten that. And though in Perez's dream scenario, it bolsters the team, it could also cripple them. The vibe in Madrid is positive at the minute, with the exuberance of youth shining through, and it seems anyone can feel welcome there.
Yeah.
But historically, the Bernabeu can be a toxic place that breaks players as well as makes them. Tensions could rise over playing time, with Rodrigo being the likely victim.
Bro, why would you be worried about how Rodrigo feels?
With Rodrigo.
Why should Rodrigo change the bro? If Rodrigo crying, he'll ship his ass to goddamn Scotland. Ain't nobody worried about how Rodrigo feel?
Being the likely victim, thus many news outlets have predicted his exit. And if offensive options weren't already abundant, the 18-year-old Endrick
over. I honestly think, me personally, I feel like Endrick, you know, I've seen him play a lot in the summer in person. I've seen him play twice in person against Mexico at Carroll Field, and I've seen him play against Colombia in the Copa America in Los Angeles, and I done seen a couple of I just feel like he's too short for that striker position, bro. That boy's like 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", playing striker, man. I don't know. I don't think it cut in Brazil. I don't think it's gonna cut in the big leagues, buddy.
Things further. A Brazilian wonder kid, the Palmeiras striker is touted as O Fenomeno's heir, and would have been seen in all white earlier if he hadn't been too young.
And he lost all of his aura too. That man had all types of aura like before like the summer happened, when they were saying every picture of him is historic and whatever. But ever since the summer happened, all his aura went down. He been lying in interviews talking about his favorite players was goddamn some 1960s player and all that he never seen play Bobby Charlton or some shit.
So it's possible that he takes his chances and becomes a genuine threat in the lineup. Now granted, this all sounds very
he gonna
negative,
get loaned out.
And it's only because we've seen these foolproof lavish projects fall to pieces, proving that money doesn't make a team. But the factor that sets them apart is the shot caller that commands them.
Carlo
Ancelotti is the great man manager, as proven by his 20-year career of non-stop success for the biggest clubs of every league, as well as the way his men speak about him.
What I really loved about Carlo was his man management, and that I've never had a manager actually in probably all my career that had asked the players and give them a bit of responsibility.
Everywhere that you see Ancelotti is coaching, every player loves him. He's got this ability to manage people and converge every different interest that you have on the group in the same direction.
I think the sign of a good manager is when you can make you believe that you're almost a bit better than maybe you think you were before, and I think he fills me with that.
So
kind
he
of
can do it to Killian too.
Training and in the games, and he gives me the freedom to kind of roam the pitch and be as effective as possible. Not only that, but he's a top person. He makes you feel comfortable. So I think it's definitely down to him why I've kind of had the start that I've had at Madrid this season, and I'm really grateful for everything he's done for me so far.
Promoting spontaneity in the place of regiment, the Don unlocks a creativity in his stars by allowing them to play with freedom.
I'm still mad he changed from that number 20, bro.
Creativity in his stars by allowing them to play with freedom and not overloading them tactically. Knowing how to empower every type of
opposite of Pep,
from young to old, understated to prima donna, no other coach could handle this dressing room, and that's why he's the only man for Madrid. As things stand, with the window open and league kickoff only days away, Perez could still have an ace up his sleeve. The post-Euros Copper rumour mill
y'all don't need nobody
else. The worrying thing about Madrid is that every player they make a move for, they'll end up getting. Alphonso Davies has been linked after captaining Canada to the semis. And knowing Bellingham's his close friend, Trent Alexander-Arnold could be lured away from his childhood club as his contract enters its final year. The big one, though, is a real nerve-wracker.
Rodri? Boy, oh my mama, oh my mama, oh my dead grandmama grave. If they sign Rodri, I swear to God, I'm done. I'm done watching football. I'm through. Y'all need to switch this up. This shouldn't even be no damn conversation. If this happens,
again, he himself has said nothing, and Pep deems him irreplaceable. But Rodri's triumph with Spain must have strengthened the bond with his nation, and knowing the city well, the temptation for the 16 will go beyond the stratospheric wages they'll shell out. It would be typical Perez to attempt it, that could cost him 1 or 2 from the current crop, although with Rodri beside Valverde or Camavinga, beneath Jude, it would somehow set them further apart from the rest of football. Nothing's confirmed, and these transfers will most likely stay speculation.
They better.
It doesn't matter. Madrid have a dynasty in motion.
The sport is done if that happens.
Uncharted territory with another megastar.
They shouldn't have even been allowed to get Mbappe. You talking about getting Trent and Rodri now?
A game or 2 this season, because this will be very special.
Shout out to Retro Root for making this beautiful video. Real Madrid is everything that the Bible tells you is wrong, bro. Real Madrid, the new Galácticos. We're going to see how they unfold this current season. I'm out, bro.